Some acts of rebellion never touch the skin. I had never celebrated my birthday, not once. I was raised in a religion that forbade it. Birthdays were considered vanity, a distraction from the end times. So every year, when the calendar quietly turned to my birth date, it passed like any other day. No cake, no candles, no off-key singing from well-meaning relatives. Just time, moving on. But when I turned 18, something shifted. 18 meant adulthood, 18 meant choice, and I wanted to mark it in a way that belonged only to me. I wanted a tattoo. The problem was the time I lived in. It was the early 1970s, and tattoos weren't what they are now. They weren't fashion or self-expression. They were warnings. Bikers, sailors, prison yards, not young women finding their footing. The only woman I knew with a tattoo was Louise, an old circus rider in her late 80s. She used to ride bareback at the turn of the century. On her upper arm, softened by age and gravity, were the words "baby doll," once bold, now faded to the color of graphite. "I got it when I was 15, she used to say. No regrets. I wanted to believe her, but permanence made me nervous. I had just left behind a belief system that told me the world was ending in 1975. If that were true, I had 4 years left. 4 years to live boldly before Armageddon arrived right on schedule. But what if it didn't? What if I made it to 30, 40, 50? That's when I found my loophole. I'd get the tattoo on my earlobe, tiny, hidden, something I could cover with a clip-on earring or a fall of hair if I ever wanted to disappear into normal life. Rebellion with an escape hatch. Back then, tattoos weren't easy to come by. New York City had banned them outright in 1961. Most artists worked out of back rooms, basements, trailers. Bikers got tattooed by men who learned the craft in prison, using homemade machines built from guitar strings and electric motors. Carnival tents were another option. That's how I ended up on the back of Jack's chopper one evening, gripping his jacket as we tore down Mendocino Avenue toward a lonely trailer in a field. "Hurts like hell," Jack warned. "I'm ready," I said. A sallow woman answered the door, cigarette dangling from her lip. Jack nodded toward me. "She wants some ink." "Doug's inside," she said. Doug was enormous, hairy, seated at a kitchen table, rolling a cigarette with fingers thick as sausages. His arms were covered in names, symbols, half-finished ideas that looked like both art and regret. He studied me for a moment, then nodded. He pulled out colored pens and with surprising care drew a tiny violet on my earlobe. "Live with it a few days," he said. I chose the violet for my grandmother, Beatrice. She loved them. Pots lined her windowsills, blue, lavender, deep purple. Her house smelled like violet perfume. Really toilet water because real perfume was too expensive. For 2 days, I checked my reflection constantly. Each time I felt a quiet thrill. I was choosing. On the 3rd day, I went back. The same woman opened the door. "Sorry, hun, the sheriff hauled him off last night." And just like that, it was over. The violet on my ear had already begun to fade. At a gas station on the way home, I stared at myself in a scratched-up mirror. "First heartbreak?" the clerk asked. "Something like that," I said. Looking back now, I understand the tattoo was never the point. The point was choosing. The world didn't end in 1975, but something else did. And sometimes, that's enough.